It's my kitty cat. Hello, readers and writers out there. This is Katika's update on NaNoWriMo, day one of NaNoWriMo 2016. If you watched my previous video, you're going to know that I was attempting to tackle a one-day 50K today. And if you've been following me on my Facebook page, you will also know that that didn't happen. I hit a couple of snags that began last night when I was supposed to be going to bed early so that I could wake up in time for a midnight kickoff. Long story short, I was too excited to fall asleep and actually grabbed my phone 3 different times to run calculations on how many words per minute I was going to have to get based on my time that I had set aside for writing time, and I obsessed over it. My anxiety kicked in, got to the point where I couldn't sleep. I got myself up out of bed and tried to get started, made it around 3,000 something words by 1 o'clock in the morning, and then realized I just felt like horrible and I had to go back to bed. So I tried to go back to bed, rolled around in agony for about 4 hours, realized I was not just tired, I was actually ill. So I got up, I took some Advil, ended up going back to bed, slept for like 2 hours, and then got up and went on with my day. So now it is almost 9 o'clock p.m., and I am to the fatigued point where trying to get anything productive and creative out of me is just not happening. I ended up with right now I am sitting at 15,511 words, which is still a pretty good chunk of words if you ask me, for a one day total. But it's very much so short of the 50,000 goal and even my revised goal of aiming for 20,000. But it got to the point today where I had to choose to look out for my health and well-being before I tried to conquer a big crazy goal. I am fully planning on attempting the one-day 50K on another day this month, not disclosing when that is, partly because I don't know when it is, and I really don't want to psych myself out for it again like I did for today, because I really do think if I can be well rested and have things really streamlined, I think I can get it done. It's just making sure that everything aligns so that that can happen, and I want to try and set myself up for success. So I'm going to try it at a later time. I'll try to let you guys know when I'm planning on doing that, so that if you want to cheer me along, you're welcome to do so, and I would appreciate it a whole lot. That said, I also was slowed down today because I was a very irresponsible writer. And you know how everyone that's involved with computers at all always says, make sure that when you type, you have your hands at some certain angle so that, you know, the stress on your wrists and that kind of stuff. Yeah, I'm one of those people that always thought that that was a load of bull, and just kind of, as long as your fingers can touch the keys, you're probably good. So I spent probably about 4 hours straight lounging, like reclined, almost laid back in my giant circle chair, with my lap desk and my Alpha Smart, just going to town. And about 4 hours in, my tendonitis started up, and it made it very, very painful to type. And so I stopped then, took more Advil. There's a problem with me here. And set to writing by hand. Now, the good thing with me writing by hand is that I tend to create better quality when I write by hand, but I'm a lot slower. So I was trying to put off the working by hand route until after I tried to get the 50K done, just because I know that I couldn't handwrite that fast. But I ended up resorting to that for the last probably 3,000 words or so of what I got done so far today. So yeah, that said, I'm pretty sure I might still squeeze in a few more words before I fall asleep tonight, but I'm getting ready to go to bed because, as I mentioned, I got like 2 hours of sleep in the past 2 days, and I should probably think about getting some sleep. So I'm planning an early bedtime tonight. And I didn't reach 50K, but that's okay because I do have an idea of what I did wrong and the things that I did right, and I believe that I can implement that for future endeavors as far as this goes. And so I don't consider today a complete loss. I worked with what I had. I did the best I could with what I had, and I feel, I mean, I got a significant number of words done. That said, primarily I worked on Ness's adventures, and there were tons of fun. I got to come up with a super a super fun code name for her that is going to really torment probably both her and Matthias for sure. And I'm really excited about that because, you know, what are authors good for if they don't want to torment their characters? And I learned two really fun things about, well, one's really fun. One kind of concerns me a little bit, but Nesix, having been of noble birth and having held a title all of her life, um, she's not very well suited to fitting into normal societies, like normal folk like you and me that just, you know, go about and do their jobs and come home and eat dinner. She's always had some kind of fuss about her, and in this book she's trying to adjust to a normal life where people don't know who she is, and she does not function well at all like that. And I think it's kind of funny because things that, you know, she used to take for granted, she's like, I don't even know how to go and buy food for myself. You know, it's always just been there. So that I'm having fun with that. And also, I find this very, very strange, and it's going to require me to do a little bit of digging into her as far as her character development goes, because it's really surprised me. But those of you who have read Devotion know, probably have a really good idea of what she thinks of my antagonist, Veed. I don't want to deliver spoilers, but she has a very specific set of emotions that are tied to him, and for some bizarre reason, he keeps coming up in her thoughts in this book, and I am not sure why. She's mentioned him. She's mentioned him 3 times. Uh, so I'm not sure if it's I don't want to let go of Veed in my mind, and I'm trying to force him into a book that he's not meant to be in, or if I'm I don't know what it is. It could be that he's wanting me to keep writing that story that I wrote last year for NaNoWriMo. I don't know. But yeah, the two of them parted ways, and she has been without him watching her for a while now, and he keeps popping into her mind, which is really bizarre to me. But anyway, I will have fun exploring that too, I am sure. And I think that that's about, I do have my NaNoWriMo body count so far is at 7 already. I've already killed 7 people in my collection of stories that I've worked on so far. I've covered working 4 of them, I think, but primarily in Ness's. So yeah, killed 7 people in 15,511 words. I'm on a roll this year. So yeah, that was my day 1 in a very long nutshell, it looks like. But yeah, that's what's going on with me so far for NaNoWriMo. I will check in with you guys tomorrow and let you know how things go, aiming for another super productive day, and hopefully I won't be as fatigued tomorrow so I can get more work done. I'll see you then. Bye.